Hey everybody, welcome. So today, instead of doing the weekend energy report, I'm going to do one of the spreads I posted for the Equinox. And we're going to try using Barron-Reid's Wisdom of the Oracle. I have not worked with this that much yet. I just got it. Oh, I didn't just get it. I'd gotten it for my birthday, but haven't really worked with it. So we're going to try it out today and see see how it works. So hopefully if you see me go into the book, which I may end up doing a lot because I'm not overly familiar with these cards. Yeah, that may just be the long and short of it, is that I just may be in the book a lot. So we're going to take a moment and we're just going to take a few deep breaths. We're going to let go of the day. Let go of everything that's going on and just breathe. And we are going to ask Archangel Michael to surround us with a purple ball of protection, sealing it top to bottom, left to right, and front to back, allowing in only that which is in our greatest and highest good. And then we are going to ask Archangels Haniel, Raziel, Jeremiah, and Azrael to help us to deliver healing messages full of wisdom, grace, and information. And it is with deepest and greatest gratitude that we ask Archangel Gabriel to help us word the messages in the best way so that they may be well received. Alright, so we are going to be doing the Spring Equinox Rebirth spread. So I am actually looking at it now, and I will have it posted, I think, in this corner when I do the edit. So we're going to shuffle the cards, and it is a 7-card spread for the collective, and I don't have another camera available, so this is it. And the space is not that big, but you know what, we'll work with what we've got. It'll work, it'll be fine. So we want 7 cards for the collective for the Rebirth spread. So, and this is to bring guidance, perspective, and healing. So just a note, because I know today has been, I'm filming this on Thursday. Hopefully I can get this edited in time for Friday. But if you're feeling a little out of sorts, I know we are still in Mercury retrograde. And that might be why some people are feeling just all discombobulated. Communications are down, or not down. Communication could be difficult. Technology might be a little bit difficult. Travel might be a mess. So, but yeah, if you're feeling some kind of way, either, you know, today, over the weekend, or at any point, it could be something to do with Mercury retrograde. And the fact that I think there are like 3 or 4 other planets in retrograde, I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, there's a lot going on right now. Oh, okay. Our first card just fell out, so I guess that means I should stop shuffling. Stop shuffling and do your job. Alright, so we have 1, 2, and 3. I might have to make these overlap slightly. 4, 5. Oh, it's an 8-card spread. 6, 7, and 8. Alright. So our first card is building blocks. So this is roots, what grounds me. So I'm pull the book out, but I haven't turned my switch on, but I'm gonna go by instinct. And this sounds like this makes a lot of sense. This is a foundation. This is what you've been, what you've been doing. Strong foundations, a beautiful work in progress. So you have everything you need to cultivate an extraordinary life. And this is a time when you focus on the foundations that you're building upon. Your work, your relationships, and your very being are underwritten by your values, ethics, morals, and core beliefs. So that makes sense for what roots you and what grounds you. So your foundations, what are you trying to build? What are you focusing on? This is what is going to ground you in this coming spring. So 2 is the soil, and this is what nurtures you. A higher power. Well, I don't know if you really need much more than that. So, what nurtures you? Your connection to Source, God, the universe. I would probably also say those divine connections, that tribal connection as well to family and friends, because sometimes they are a voice for spirit. The people that come out and just say things out of the blue that you really need to hear. So sometimes our friends and family are the voice for spirit when we can't hear it. Also remember that you are a soul in a physical body. So you are that higher power to a degree. Yes, you have a higher self that you can connect to, however you so choose. So 3, seed. What will bloom? So this is card 43. This is deep knowing. I hope these cards will show up okay. A deep knowing. So what's that? What will bloom? Well, that kind of makes sense. So if you're building foundations and you're trying the best you can to stay connected to spirit, then a deeper knowing will bloom. That kind of gut sense of this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going, this is, just that inner tell. What does she say? Intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy, and hypersensitivity. Intuition is the faculty that allows us to enter a dialogue with Source, the consciousness that you are, the consciousness that you are a part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore the natural capacity to navigate their journeys to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you to open the door. So yeah, it's basically that deep inner knowing, that inner connection is what will bloom. So that makes sense. Let's see. 4, the stem. What gives me strength? The fork in the road. Oh, so choices are coming. So you will have options. So how does that give strength? Interesting. So this could be that maybe you have, what number is that, 13? It's just choices. It's a time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make the necessary choice. Every choice is a consequence. You've arrived at the fork in the road, and you are being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroads. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful existence. So the other 3 cards make sense, because if you are coming up to a choice and you are at that fork in the road and you need to make a decision, you need to have a solid foundation and a good connection not only to Source but to your own intuition to instinctively know what is the right path. And that may not be the path that other people want you to take. It might be the harder path, the one that's going to take a little longer to achieve. It might be something you have been currently working toward, and this is it. This is my way forward. This is the way I go. So, Bud. What to focus on? To be fair. Oh, yeah. I would also say be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Because that choice, depending on what choice you make and what manifests, you do have to be kind and fair to yourself. All right. So we're up to card number 5, Bud. What to focus on. And this is to be fair. And this is balance, justice, and need to consider options, mutual benefit, the laws of cause and effect. So this is almost like the justice card because she's got the scales in her hands. Like I had to like study this to see this because I was reading it. And it's basically you will always be kind of being and doing. You will always be encountering different things. You will always be learning to be different things. So you need to strike a balance between the two. You will always have times of feast and times of famine. So you have to figure out a way to balance out your energy, balance out your experiences, just find the way to kind of do the best you can to kind of acknowledge that middle road or to find that balance that we all seek and don't always find. All right, so 6 is to prune. So this is what needs to be released. Co-create. Interesting. So that's card 40. Now normally co-creation is a good thing. It's something you want to do, unless you're so dependent on other people to create things that either you are being stifled or you are stifling others, you're not doing what you want to do. What is this? Creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, and manifestation. You may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, belief, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates beautiful, unique expressions of your individuality. Blended with the universal spirit. You are a product of the divine inspiration, and now you are aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-create it, only beauty and grace result. Prepared to be amazed. Oh, all right, that makes perfect sense now. You need to let go and kind of like let go and let God. You have to hold, if you are trying to manifest something so badly in such a specific manner, you have to let go and just let things flow. That's basically why this is in the release position. It's acknowledge that yes, I want the thing. I want whatever it is I'm trying to do, but I want it so badly and I am expecting it to come under X, Y, and Z terms that you're actually blocking it from coming. So by just releasing that and just letting it go and letting the universe, God, spirit, align things the way they're supposed to be, it will come. That's why the only bad thing is maybe I should have worked with these cards a little bit before doing this, so I'm not as relying as heavily on the book, but everything does make sense in the long run. Sorry. But you get to be my guinea pigs, so you either like that or hate that, I don't know. Let's see, so this is number 7. Shine, what to embrace, the never-ending story. Oh, it's... So she looks so sad, but I feel like here it's the fact that you are a never-ending soul. The story never ends. There's always something to do. If you're a fan of Abraham Hicks, you're never going to get it done, and there's always going to be something to do. So just go along for the ride. Self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dreams. What to embrace. There's a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurts and losses, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing, arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice in your heart is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being your true self. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. So what to embrace? Okay, that now it makes sense. What I was saying makes sense because the story doesn't ever end. You'll always have something to do, but in respect to the actual meaning of the card, you have to embrace those kind of low points. You have to embrace the fact that this is a dream that if you've ever read any of the Sherilyn Kenyon books, oh god, I'm pulling a complete blank. Alright, we'll just go with Sherilyn Kenyon. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, kind of thing. So sometimes there are parts of us that we need to let go and release, but we also have to accept that that is part of who we are. And sunshine, what to embrace. So that means by putting it's actually a really good card. Because if you put those scared parts of you into the light, into the sunshine, you start to see that is just my fear talking. That is the self-criticism. That's years of whatever has been going on. And I can embrace that part of me, because you have to embrace where you are to let it go. There's a lot, I know, I apologize, there's a lot of teachings going on, but because everybody will respond to something different, hopefully by phrasing it, 3-4 different ways, something will click and will resonate. But it's that idea of you have to be okay with where you are, you have to be okay with who you are, and you can acknowledge, this is who I am, this is who I was, I can let this go, I can move forward acknowledging that yes, I have this fear, but I can go forward. And then, so our 8th card is water and what to nourish. Time to let go. See, I told you. Gotta let. So these 3 cards, because this is actually what to release. This is what to bring into the sunshine or what to embrace, and water is what to nourish. This is all about letting go. This is all about acknowledging where you are. This is all about stop trying to control things quite so hard so that you can release it all and bloom and grow. So take that into consideration. Well, this worked out really well with these cards. Too bad I didn't know what any of them mean and had to keep looking at the book. But sometimes, hey, that happens. That will happen sometimes. That you're just like, even if you, I feel like even if you do this psychically, which is really how you should be doing it. I didn't turn my switch on, because it's just been a kind of a weird day and I didn't want to open up to that kind of energy. But I kind of did though, because I asked the angels for help, but so yeah, it's a little bit of both. But sometimes you will be doing a reading, I feel like, because this has happened. I've seen this happen with myself and some others. And some cards you can look at, you can interpret fantastically, and you'll look at it and all you get is white noise. It's like, I don't remember what this card means. I'm not getting any intuition. And then you go to the book and there's a line that will jump out, or there's a description that will jump out, and you're like, oh, that's why, because it's worded so well right here. And that's what I had to read. So, but I hope you find this helpful. And I hope this gives you some insight as to, the rebirth spread and the spring equinox and what you'll be letting go. So hopefully I can get this out for Friday. If not, Saturday night. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, take care, and I'll see y'all again soon.